It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's coming off a week where he stuffed the stat sheet in both yards.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hankins. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. Hankins. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hankins. And that'll be incomplete.
I want to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To try again after the sack. Lance escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hankins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. It's a big gain. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hankins. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hankins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And Lance's throw completes to McBride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers from McBride a week ago. 7 catches, 109 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow.
On 2nd down now. Whitfield, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the bootleg. Hankins rolling to his left. He's got a man on the comeback route. That's McLaurin. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To throw on second down. Hankins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Looking to throw on second down. Hankins. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And they use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Operating from the gun, Hankins. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoover. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On second down, it's right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their
touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lance looking to throw it. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they got to get to the line quickly. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Again, it's Lance. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Hankins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Hankins. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Hankins. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Hankins. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the...
Pickup on the play. First down, Commanders.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
2 yards on the play. And
now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. On the move to his left. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And Lance going to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Gets around him. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Blue check. Yellow line.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Commanders' 6-yard.
Lance now to throw. Olave holds it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Lance now on 1st down. That's complete to McBride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the amount of pressure.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. But we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. On 1st down. Right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down, it's Wright. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Ready?
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. On first down, Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's McBride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Lance. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down. It's right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Lance. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.